right, Shalom, the GMS Champagne Camp. Before we start off, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. The honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and Rootwood that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hope for the elect. All right, another open forum, and you're just going to roll through the spirit. I got a scripture I'm start off, and you brothers, add on to the spirit. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. And it says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So, this is something, pretty much talking over through the spirit over class, hey, the more, you're coming up, in the spirit, the more you have to, actually become humble. You're learning new things. The Lord is, opening you up to more, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. What you don't do, hey, the scripture say, you don't make yourself equal, to brothers. A brother may be old, because what happens is that'll bring forth destruction into you later on, So, you have to, remain humble, in this truth, pretty much as we're getting into, We're getting closer to the end. All right, so, brothers have to, hey, become more humble. More things are going to be taken away from us. The Lord is going to put brothers through, more and more afflictions. All right, and we have to, become humble. All right, you can't get in your emotions about it. You have to be a man first. So, hey, Lord willing, when you see the spirit, just take it, man.
Yeah. What's on that? Yeah, forgot something. It's James chapter 4, verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai, and he shall lift you up. Really like to humble yourself is like to make yourself low. Right, to take that low road, so to speak. Don't be proud, don't be puffed up, but just be. It literally means to be made low, and the Lord can humble you in many ways. Things may be going well, and you're getting a little high minded, and you're getting this, you may be getting that. Then what? The Lord take that from you. Then what? Now you brought low. Now you've been changed to a lower state, and then it shows. Then your integrity have to show how would you take that. Right? Or do you take, oh, the Lord, he must hate me, he don't love me, he this or that, I was doing good, I this and that. But let's say, to those that he chastised, he loved them, and he did with them as sons. Right? So you got to humble yourself, because it says that he going to lift you up. So all those, really they just carnal and vain aspiration that you got on this side in the flesh, like, what does that profit you? We understand that the promises and what we're going to receive, that reward, see, that's when he going to, lift us up. And we've been lifted up right now in the spirit, that, hey, being brought back to our remembrance of our heritage and being called, Lord willing, to be the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema Shai, being the prophets, the teachers, right? He's showing that honor that being lifted up with right now. We know, but when the kingdom comes, it's gonna come into its complete fruition. Mm-hmm. That's the lifting up that we waiting for. To hell what you can receive on this side. Because even some Jays come to the truth with those same types of ambitions. Mm-hmm. I want to be this, I want to be that guy, I want to be this, I want to be that. They get puffed up and then receive the position that you want, and then you get found out, man, your ass wicked. Mm-hmm. Your ass going off. And the Lord will do that to you. Oh, okay, that's what you design, okay, and put you on front street, and then you become an example of what not to be. That's right.
Yeah, and the scriptures talk about crept in unawares. Mm-hmm.
I get it for you.
Okay.
I got while you get that. Proverbs chapter 15, I'm going to start at 4. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. Let's go to 5. And the fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. All right? So when there's already instruction on the table, and a man does not follow those instructions and goes disobeys the instruction and then argues or has some type of rebuttal after the fact that they disobeyed already or this and that, and you're a fool. You're despising the instruction when the instruction is already set there, already set on the table. Men have already spoken on first of all, things are done indecently and in order. So when things are already done and set, and you step over what's done, and then you have a rebuttal or have to fight and do this so extra fighting back, that means you were despising the instruction. And he that regardeth reproof is prudent. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you'd be like, okay, yeah, you're right, and take accountability and less rebuttal will happen again. Then you're prudent, because that's just the correct way of doing things if you're in the spirit righteously. Because remember, you have younger brothers watching you how you handling the business too, how you doing things. Younger brothers, they might take if you're being not wholesome with the tongue, you got young brothers watching you. You get my drift. I don't want to ramble, but yeah.
God.
Jude.
You got it, bro.
No. It's Jude chapter 1 verse 4. It says, "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation."
That's right. Yeah, and some men just crept in. All right, you ain't really know what this truth was about. Hey, you seen something. You maybe seen brothers on the internet. You thought the shit was cool. All right, or yeah, I just seen niggas say, I want an Israelite woman, so they became an Israelite. And just searching out for an Israelite woman. So you had a whole nother motive. Your motive wasn't to get the truth and receive salvation and seek your help by Shem Yahushua. All right, it was you came in out of carnality. All right, or you thought brothers was an emotional pad for you. It was like a boys' camp, but they ain't how the fuck this. The spirit is for you to get yourself right. But you do have some men who crept in, all right, and then the spirit revealed them. They get put out, or hey, the Lord may put them to death. And the Lord is going to reveal a lot of more of them spirits, man.
Oh yeah.
So you want to make sure you fucking right.
Right. Going to like you said, the reason why they was able to creep in unaware, understand that it is really Yahweh Shai, but they came in as that humble, saying everything right, doing anything wrong, or just coming at you humble, like he's like coming at you crouching and this and that, like that you for that cause, you for that part, but inwardly you have ulterior motives. So like I said, they're gonna creep in because they look like a Jake who just brought back to the remembrance and want to serve the Lord, want to do this and that, so they walk a tight line, so to speak. Said to, like I say, because they say right here in the NLT, ungodly people have wormed their way into your churches. So a little worm, but he get a worm to get in where he fit in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these men have done, and they do it by what? Showing off that like that godly humbleness, and I'm just willing to serve. I just want to be tall. I want to be this. I want to be that. But then, like I said, inwardly, they have a whole different motive, and they're doing it like I said. And ultimately, they didn't humble themselves in the sight of the Lord. They humbled themselves in the sight of men to receive some type of vain glory or some type of vain, come up or whatever, whatever the case may be. But like I said, but who were of old ordained to this condemnation. So they was set up to do this because before everything come to pass, they was already ordained to be destroyed. The Lord brought them in for a little period, a little season, and ultimately beat them with double strikes.
Yeah, that's right.
And we finish it off and say, ungodly man turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord, Yahweh Shai power in our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So, these people, like I said, and they think that the Lord don't see them. Like the Lord don't know what's going on. Like, hey, you make him pull the wool for so long, you know where his men, but eventually your own plate, your own hand gonna expose itself. The energy start getting picked up, and mannerisms start getting picked up, and you think nobody watching what's going on. You think people ain't picking up on your bullshit. And then eventually with the Lord, just you let that tab build up, and then now you get exposed, and like you said, now you get rebuked about it. Then no matter how you may take it, man, that may be your last day in the camp. Depending on how your attitude is or how you may take it, your integrity.
Because think about it, man. If we a body, so if the right leg ain't moving, the right leg is slacking, we ain't gonna be we ain't gonna be able to walk. We're gonna be kind of jet lagged and stuff like that. So just like for an example, if a brother's not on time and he don't got no car, and he called after the time of the fact, that mean he kind of hindering the body. Because now that brother that made sure he on time got to leave during the time when we doing our studying and gaining to go and pick up your slack, which is very, very, what you call it, inconsiderate, you know, very selfish, you know, and this is not a selfish walk, and you're not looking out for your brother. You know, you're being selfish. You're not looking out for anybody.
That's right. You find yourself more usury and lender, you know, among your brother. You know,
you're using your brother. You're trying to. This brotherhood ain't just because I call you my brother don't mean I'm obligated to do any damn thing for you. You know what I'm saying? As if, of course, you're my brother. I'm gonna off the strength, but now you making it seem just like how these women do. Like, yeah, I did a thing for you. You should have my back. You should, you know what I'm saying? No, but you in the wrong. I can't have your back in the wrong. I can see if you were 30 minutes away, or 30 minutes, you call me an hour ahead, or 30 minutes ahead. Now you're not in the wrong, cause you know what I mean. But yeah, well, you know, back to the point. You know, bring it out. Go ahead.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 17. It says, "Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourself." I just going back. It says, "Submit yourself, man. You know, being humble. You know, and them that rule over you. You know, that's in the spirit.
that's right.
They've been probably in there longer than you, or just it's just like that, man. You know, it's just levels. You know, the Lord had it set up like that way, man. You know.
Yeah, you know, one thing you never do is come over the man that's above you in the spirit on any fucking aspect. Hey, this has all been set up by Yahweh Shah on any fucking aspect. You know, unless you know a certain brother was being wicked, you found he was being wicked or something.
Right.
You know, but other than that, you know, you don't stand above that brother. It's an order to this thing, man. All right. If you don't fucking like the order, you just gotta leave. All right. And you gotta cut the cancer. The scriptures say that a little leaven and leaveneth the whole lump. All right. Some guys had to fucking go because they was gonna become a cancer to everybody, and the Lord didn't allow that to happen. So the nigga get kicked out, or the Lord put the spirit on the nigga to start talking shit and become a scoffer. Now the nigga in the world, he thinking everybody against him when really you just fucking bugged out now. The Lord will fucking bug you out too. He ain't gotta kill you all the time. He put the spirit on you to be a fucking bug out nigga.
I got that precept for that little leaven.
I just jump back to this.
Oh, my bad. Select.
No, after you're done with that.
My bad. Okay. Galatians chapter 5, verse 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You know, so a little leaven will leaven up the whole lump. So it's like, you know, it'll destroy the whole productivity in the finishing product of of what we're working on. You know what I mean? You know, it's always good to just go ahead and separate yourself from, or we separate you. You know what I mean? If you're not coming correctly, or we don't see no change in what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bring it out.
Because that wickedness can scatter, to spread. All right, a little leaven and a little wickedness left in the whole lump. A little wickedness can go far.
Yeah, as you were speaking on as like a cancer, you know, as you had an example of guys leaving out the truth. You know, sometimes you know you see a few other guys leave with them. That was some of that cancer he probably didn't cause.
Yeah,
like, the
took
Lord just took it all out. Like, hey, get the ass out of there, man.
Yep.
You know? I'm gonna finish it off. It says, "For they watch for your souls, as they must give an account." Watch over your souls.
These brothers watch over your fucking soul, man. Really? These brothers is watching over you, making sure you straight in the spirit, man. Making sure you're staying sharp. Iron sharpens iron. Hey, these ain't no fucking brothers. Hey, we ain't in the world. It's not like when you in the world, you can holler at your homie like, hey, nigga, hey, you know, hey, fuck you though, whatever, nigga, and just have mixed emotions. Man, if you got an evil thought about a brother or it's something that you may be feeling, you better fucking hurry up and cut it, nigga. That's what the fuck you gotta do. You gotta hurry up and cut that shit, man. If it's a certain type of problem with the brother, yeah, you go to that brother or something, You know, but you don't, you can't have mixed emotions about a brother like you did in the world. And, hey, in this truth, all right, you got to be a man of honor. You got to treat that brother according to them scriptures, man.
It says,
Oh,
as they,
Salaki, you think you have more?
I says, as for they watch over your souls,
Mhm.
as they must give an account,
Mm-hmm.
that they may do it with joy and not with grief.
That's right.
For that is uncomfortable for them.
That's right. The brother may do it in joy. You know, you don't want to be watching over brothers and they just study being wicked and they study doing certain type of shit and you just gotta study giving a fucked up account on these brothers and shit like that. You don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta fix that shit. You gotta go make that shit right and get that shit in order, man. Or the Lord just do away with all that shit.
And be thankful of the grace brothers have already given. You know, it's like crazy, you know. That's what a lot of black women don't give a fuck about, the grace a man has given them.
Mm-hmm.
She probably snapped out. I'm just speaking on because brothers come in with the black woman spirit, and I just see that I naturally you know, put it together, parallel it. You know, the black woman, you know, she don't want to give nobody. She don't want to be thankful. She done talk crazy 2-3 times to her man, but her man still working with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, okay, you know, I know you talk crazy now. You still work. She don't give a damn about that type of mercy. You know, we gotta be thankful of the mercy the brother is giving us, and apply ourselves. You know, we gotta go 10 times harder. Okay, you made a mistake. What's that precept? Bring that precept. Go 10 times, you fall, then go 10 times, 7 times, or 1 time, and go harder. You know, roughly paraphrasing, if y'all, you know what I'm saying. But you know, if a brother catch himself being late once, okay, he need to make it a 2-3 weeks in a row that he was on time. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You know, you're supposed to be knowing that you're being proved after mistakes, just by the Lord and by the brotherhood. Bring that up. For adjustment for. That'll work too. Just bring it up.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
That's right. Yeah, you're gonna fall a certain amount of times, and it's true, man. You know, as the 7 just mean completion. So there's a certain amount of times you're gonna fall, but there's a difference between falling in the spirit and just becoming, you know, ultimately just being wicked in the spirit, just being a nigga. You know, Jay got those, you know, the fucking nigga ways that you deal with. Sometimes that nigga be trying to creep up on you. All right, and the scriptures tell you that you have to put off the old man, you know, put on the new man. All right, you know, putting on the new man is putting on that man of the Lord, yeah, that man of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, putting off that old ass nigga ways that you used to think, man. You can't bring that shit in the truth, man. You bring that shit in the truth, and you ain't gonna fucking last, man. You have to put off that old nigga. You know, you're gonna fall a certain amount of times, man. But you have to pick yourself. Get back to the point of that. You have to pick yourself up in the spirit. You know.
It's First Peter. We gonna speak on it. It's First Peter chapter 5 verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another in clothe of humility. For Yahweh Shem Shah resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble. So, like what we're going into, like, you got other brothers that's tenured that have been around a little bit, and ultimately they come at you with correction, reproof, because they, 9 times out of 10, they made the same mistakes as you. So, like you said, you younger submit to them, or ultimately, accept their authority that Yahweh Shem Shah has put in place. Because, like with bro brother, they ultimately looking out for you. Now, you do that, and it's a way to do it as well, because they say you all be subject one to another. So, even when you receiving counsel or rebuke, that's actually the elder or the older brother giving the service unto you as a servant. Likewise, it's vice versa. But of course, you ain't supposed to be a complete, demon or a tyrant or whatever. Because while we all serve Yahweh Shem Shah, so we all got to give the due service unto one another. Again, it's a being clothing humility. Being able to, like I said, be in the base, being in the lowly state. But it don't mean that's negative. You just, hey man, you come in, you humble, and you just being willing to what? Be taught and to do the right thing. And say, of course, because a high-minded, proud individual, hey, Yahweh Shem Shah hates pride. He said he resisted the proud, so he's not dealing with you. You having that high-minded, proud thought, that proud look, so forth and so on, right? And giving grace to what? Favor to those who are humble. And to say, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh Shai, that he may exalt you in due time. See, it's going to be up to the Lord to exalt you or to put you on a certain level or so forth and so on. You can't will it yourself. That's an individual what? Coming up another way. And you consider what a thief. And also what the Lord gonna do to that thief, man, he gonna get caught, he gonna get put to death. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, hey, when you come into this thing, man, you gotta be, hey, as the scripture say was keep thy foot, hey, you gotta be ready to hear and to speak. Be ready to what? Hear instructions. That's how you maneuver in this thing. That's how you gain experience. That's how you gain grace, gain faith. Because, like I said, you come into this thing, man, you gotta forsake all that shit you was taught in the world. All that, it may be some things you learn, whatever, but majority of the stuff, the philosophies and the ways, the manners, and all that, man, you gotta forsake all that shit. None of that was of, Yahweh Shem Shah. So again, man, this thing, hey, the Lord ain't, hey, he say what? He say what? The meek shall inherit the earth. Right? Real quick, forget that definition for meek. Let me get keep that one bugged out. Let me get in the blue letter. Okay. So for the meek and the blue letter. To be lowly, humble, meek, afflicted, gentle, circumstances, but really, like I said, be lowly. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't come in with that high mind or like you got a chip on your shoulder, I got something to prove. No. You know what I'm saying? This is not what it's about. Yeah, we all got to work out our own salvation, but it's not trying to one up another and, I want to be this guy, I want to be that. Or, we want to find some brothers as, as true brothers, and now I can, I got schemes and stuff, I can go behind their back, I can say this, I can say that, I can. No, man, that's not what you're supposed to be doing here. That old man, you should be put away back in the world. Your new man, the inward man, should be renewed day by day according to the scriptures and not according to the law of nigga.
That's right.
That's all I got, bro.
You you take the low route. That's what it's better than to do. In most cases, is always take the low route, man. You let things fly, and you just shut the fuck up and just keep it moving, so to speak, man. Every action don't have to have a reaction. You learn that as men when you start. Hey, when you get this truth again, you start to become a man again. The Lord give you your balls back, man. All right, you stand for something again, man. All right, you gotta learn what it is to be a man again. All right, Jake come up 1 or 2, 3 years or 4 or 5, however many. All right, and just get that pride of I got everything figured out. All right, but you haven't went through, a lot of obstacles those brothers before you went through, and they can be, those brothers really can see right through you because they're looking at the younger self. Oh, brother, and that's when the Lord, blessed them with that discernment. Hey, brother, how should I go about this way? Oh, well, I've been there plenty of times, but I can tell you about that. All you have to do is be willing to, be quiet and just listen. All right, and you will learn. Listen and you will learn.
I'm saying earlier, it's improving. You improve yourself. Right, scripture. So it's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have to prove yourself first off, because the scripture says what we want to be called a friend in Yahweh, So you have to prove yourself in this truth too, and whoever the Lord got set up that's over you, you have to prove to them too, man.
Yeah.
All right, whether you want this truth or not. All right, whether you want that salvation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. All right, but you have to prove yourself to be one of those men.
You have to get proved. It's a proving stage. You were being proven the first day you walked up to the camp.
Yeah.
The first day you walked up, hey, the Lord was proving you through the Spirit. He was using this, and even when you come on this side, in some cases, you're still being proven, man. And through spirit, we're
We
being
still
proven.
do. Yeah,
You know, with the Lord, man. You know, we just have to. But if you endure, you have to, and that's when endurance come in. You have to endure all these things, man, because we don't know. So in the same aspect, hey brother, we being humble about this situations too. You know, it ain't about rah I'm over you or no shit like that.
Mhm.
You know, hey, it's an order to this proven shit.
Yeah.
You know.
I got some. This 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 22. Lay hands suddenly on no man, not to be partaker of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure. And like you know, like we going to like man, like hey man, just because a brother came out in Shalom and you got the garment, you got the blue leather, the blue leather, this that whatever, man. That don't mean just let's welcome him with open arms.
Yeah.
No, he still got to be tried. You know, it's like you on the trial. You know, you can't just, like, that's what I said, man. Don't suddenly, oh man, shit, that nigga, he may be the one. We got to bring him in. No, bro, it takes time to be able to, discern between let's say, discern between what's righteous and what's profane, or what's, good or evil. Roughly paraphrasing, but yeah, like the Lord gives us discernment. So when you see somebody just because they come off and have this appearance, and Shalom got the medallions and stuff on, and he got the armband and shit, he looking overly zealous. That don't mean just hey, look, we got to bring him in, man. No, man, it's like it takes time.
Jake, you can just, me, I'm a visual, I can just see Jake being a nigga. Then just before he come amongst the brothers, he just, whew. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, hey, how you guys doing? Show on, type shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully Jake ain't doing that, but that's just pretty much how it is. Like you just being an Israelite for the moment among the brotherhood. And when you get talked on, when you get rebuked and shit like that, it shows you ain't been working, out your, doing what you're supposed to do outside of it, because and then we'll see. We're proving you. We all being proved. We're proving each other. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know if you ain't doing your shit in this, if you're not doing your part in this truth, it's gonna show. It's gonna show. You can't fake it till you make it here. You ain't gonna make it. Ain't no faking it. And that's just what it is. You gotta put your right.
I also had one to say, like when it said, like, and then, be not partakers of other men's sin. You mainly that's why we told ultimately not to deal with the world, because that's mainly when you gonna be partakers.
Yeah.
But you got some brothers that that they may not know they going off, or they may, hey man, I got something set up. When you come through, you go over there, then check him out, then examine, man, what's going on? What you got going on? You just go over there blindly, and he done invited you into a orgy. Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And then vet nothing. This a dude. Type shit. You be like, man, what the fuck is this? We ain't supposed to be part of none of this shit. I can't, discernment ain't up.
Right. And that scripture, so you gotta man, simply just ask a question, like, man, what's going on? Just because he, this brother, Ash or whatever, he got a Hebrew name already, he cool, he Shalom, and he sold some oils, and when he gave us some oils for gifts, and now you think he just cool.
Yeah.
This fool bring you over there in this hookah lounge, like, what I'm saying? That's what happens when you don't use discernment. And this what I had quoted earlier, Malachi 3:18. It says, we're speaking 16, speaking about the the book of remembrance, the scriptures, but jumping down to 18, it says, then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh Shai and him that serveth him not. So the Lord has given his men discernment, especially like our elders, and get people tenure. But hey, but you as a younger brother, you need to watch. That's what you need to be paying attention to. You learn. That's how you gain experience. But the Lord has given his men the discernment to be like, nah, Jake on bullshit. No, Jake telling the truth. Oh yeah, this brother seems, he seems sincere. He appears sincere, but he done said some off shit he don't even know he don't even know about, but we done peeped it. So or sometimes when somebody comes to the camp, oh yeah, we know he not gonna get it.
Yeah.
He not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Don't waste time. But he may.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord has given his men that
Come.
discernment between to discern, man. This dude, man, who ain't pretty much who ain't right and who is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing that is but that's a part of this walk, it's part of this truth. Because like we read earlier, man, certain men crept in unaware, so hey, we got to be on high alert. You know, we got to watch out for certain mannerisms, certain things that said, certain ways that people move, because not because you don't like the individual, but you don't want to bring a little leaven into the lump.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say like that fucking blood to be on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were to bring somebody in and they fuck up and stay in the next brother and then hop on the next brother and all that shit get mingled up, then you done fucked up. You know, you done let somebody inside the Lord's flock and he just came like a wolf and devoured everybody through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And took some men with him or whatever.
That's why the scripture says they watch over souls as if they had to give an account for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the blood be on your hands.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta have
if a brother going off, you know, and that report get back to you, they like, hey, what the fuck is you doing?
Right.
You know, why you ain't on top of him? You know,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes.
I'll be deeply rooted in this. I got one. Mark chapter 4, verse 17. And have no root in themselves, and so endure for a time afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. You know, and this goes to, you know, Jake just, you know, being around just to be around on some, you know, just like brother said, just brother love, or just, you know, just trying to be part of a clique. Or this ain't this ain't that type of party, man. It's about getting your salvation and this and that, and being deeply rooted in it. And as time goes by, you're going to be tried, and it's going to show if you're deeply rooted or not. Either you're going to get offended, you know, or, you know, it's many ways the Lord going to show. You know what I'm saying? But most likely you're going to get offended because you're not, your spirit is not with this walk. You know, you're not walking in these living waters, man. You know, or the Lord just didn't, you know, get it. You know, you didn't, you know.
No, I ain't got nothing. My phone just died.
But you know, we got some more. We can close it out after that.
This Hebrews, let's get to the point. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 2. It say, for unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. So when this gospel being preached to the whole world, you know, who all gonna hear? The elect, you know, the 2/3 over here in Babylon the Great, the Israelites, and the rest of the wicked, you know, Jakes, you know, around the world, and it's also Jakes around the world that's gonna be saved as well. You know, we understand that the grand salvation will happen over here. You know, America's mainly Babylon the Great, but hey, they're gonna be delivered. You know, they're gonna be delivered from what? The four corners of the earth, right? So and also who was preached to as well. Also, like I said, the undesirables of Israel and also the other nations. But the only people that can receive this gospel, who the gospel's for, is the Israelites. You know, are the Israelites. So but the word preached did not profit them. So this is again specifically talking about Israel, because again, like I said, the other nations they had nothing to do with us. They not the Lord's chosen people. Only we are. That's why Ezra said, "Well, man, y'all had nothing to do with this, right?" The Lord said, "Well, He ain't gonna give His glory to another. It's only talk about Israel exclusively." But but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So ultimately, what they do, bro? Yeah, that sound good. Man, I knew that was something about us. I knew we was the best. You know this. You know how they be. But and then they say, yeah, I'm gonna come out next week. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Or they may come a couple weeks, this and that. But ultimately, what they fell out because, like I said, it was preached unto us, and hey, the Lord gave us that gift of faith. Yet it was preached unto them, and it wasn't mixed with the same. It wasn't mixed. It ultimately wasn't mixed with faith.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, what do you say? Without faith, it's impossible to please. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's ultimately what happens to those who don't want to take that humble route. That don't want to, say eventually, like, cause you're not in this for the right reason. You're in this for yourself,
Yeah.
right? So, again, if you had that true faith that the Lord, gifted you with, then you would try to your best ability to do things the right way, accordingly. Don't have no ulterior motives. Don't try to scheme this and plan this and this and try to gain this and gain that. You just remain humble and like I said, you do what you do. The Lord, He gonna exalt you. He gonna lift you up. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we got ranks and stuff like that. That's for the order. They'll do things decently in order. But people come in and I'm gonna be like that too. I'm gonna be captain this. I'm gonna be captain that. You coming in for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
We came with this before. Understand that the Lord brought us into this, and we want to receive that promise. You know, being again, you know, there's establishment of order, and that's what the Lord established. But we ultimately want to receive that crown. That's the goal for us. That like I said, yeah, bro, like I said, that's really it.
And like you're saying, this is the Lord's army right here, man. This rank thing is all about just being decently and in order. Okay, you know, anybody can be spewed out. Even brothers that's in high ranks didn't ask to be in this situation. It's a hard situation. You know what I'm saying? To be in certain ranks, and you got a lot of responsibility on your hands. It's nothing to be sitting there wanting to be. You know, it's that position through the spirit that you're put in, and you gotta take serious and know that you got responsibilities, and to be in part to do that. But if any brother that's under that rank know that it's a responsibility to do so, and that you know you can be spewed out for being a tyrant in that rank and this and that. So if anybody you want to follow and feel honored to follow is any brother in this truth, a great millstone, because you know they're gonna come correct. They're not gonna be abusing nothing and none of that stuff. This is just all about your soul. We care about the brotherhood and care about you finally getting your salvation and staying in the spirit. And that's all this is about, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no ego, this and that. Ain't no need to be, you know, being ego to anybody telling you what you need to be doing or rebuking you. It ain't no need for none of that. That's just unnecessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is something to read. If a person is coming off like that, it's something about that brother's spirit, or you know that he needs to be repenting or something. You know, because that we don't need none of that black woman ass bullshit ass spirit around here at all.
That's right.
You know, at all.
The scripture said that we believe in the saving of the souls, man. And that's why brothers come in the spirit they in. Brothers, we sincerely believe that, you know, hey, we believe in your salvation. Like same way we believe in ours. Like, Lord willing, we be saved about this place. But you want to see the next brother. You don't want to see him fall away from no small little ego, no little pride, no stupid shit. It's like, man, hey, check that shit, man. Hey, we on the road to get salvation, man. Check that shit. Fuck that. That's bullshit. Keep shit moving. You know, certain things, you know, you make ask a brother, hey, how should I go about this? Hey, brother, just keep it moving. You know, we got bigger things to do.
And hell, if you got a brother you got something going on with a brother, don't let the whole body know. Just go and holler at that brother. That's how it's supposed to do righteously. Ain't finna be no motherfucking bad girls club scene making ass female. You know what I'm saying? What you say? No, you holler at that brother, and let us over here continue being focused on our salvation while y'all handle that correctly according to what the scriptures tell you to handle it. That's just simple. You know, because the scriptures tell you how to handle things and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And that could be, you know what I mean? That's simple, man. All the extra shit in the midst of times that we're supposed to be growing and building and iron sharpening iron, we don't need none of that. You know, we don't need none of that. That's just in the way. It's not profitable at all. But with that being said, you know, brothers down, we have no scriptures. That being said, double honor. Well, we're gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity, and hopefully this lesson is edifying to the elect. Kwam Yasharallah.